Barbershop Talk Podcast. I'm your man Cat. And in the building today, we got the regulars. My man P sitting to my right, you know what I mean? My man Coop over there in the chair getting it. You know what I mean? We on, we done released like 2 episodes. We done shot about like 5 of them.
Right.
But the thing is like, when we say the Barbershop Talk Podcast, we ain't saying the Barbershop Talk Podcast because we barbers. We ain't saying it because we shooting in a barbershop. We saying it because of the concept of the conversation, like the debates, the topics, everything like that. But that's no excuse for us to be up in here on camera all scruffy and shit like that. So today we had to get some barbers in the building. Get us lit. You know what I mean? I got my man Dre over there, you know what I mean, in the building. Appreciate you coming through.
Pleasure
you know what I'm saying? How you feeling, Dre?
I'm feeling beautiful, man. It's just a pleasure to be a part of something that's like getting information out, that's letting the city know, man. You know what I mean? This how brothers get together, man, and interact, man. I'm feeling beautiful though.
I definitely appreciate you. We got my man Saeed in the building. What's going on, Saeed, man?
Good, man. One love, everybody, yo.
Alright, yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all coming through. That I want to kind of know, like, I cut my own hair, you know what I'm saying? But I hit the barbershops when I get lazy.
I can dig it.
But what I want to know is like how y'all get into the whole being a barber thing. Like with me, I just picked it up because I just needed to do it for myself. But like, was you like talented before you went to school, or like how did you get into it, Dre? You can start.
Well, I was going down the wrong road, man. You know what I mean? Just getting wilding out. You know what I mean? So I had to get a skill that was legitimate. You know what I mean? So I won't be another statistic up behind them bars.
Yeah, I dig it.
You feel me?
I dig it.
And I always seen my homies, man, cutting in shops, and they always seemed to be all right. It was sustaining them, keeping them on the level. And I always kept peeping the game from a distance. Yeah. And then I just one day I just made that decision, man. I'm gonna go and perfect my skills, man. Go to an official institution and train, you know.
Okay.
So that's what.
So you did that when you got out, or?
Nah, I never went in.
Oh,
I did that to keep from going in.
Oh, I know that's how that's good shit though.
Yeah, man.
Hey yo, so Saeed.
Yes, sir.
How long you been in the game, man? How long you been cutting hair? We need it all, bro.
I mean, I
We got
basically
time.
grew up in the barbershop, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like my grandma had a barbershop for grandkids.
Wow.
So I think I was
Grandmother?
the picture. Yeah, my grandma's doing like, yo, go cut hair. I was maybe 7. I mean, not even 7, but 7 I was doing my grandpa's hair.
What?
Oh, you was
Oh
cutting
my
hair at 7?
God.
Yeah, that explains a lot, because he's lit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I've
Very
seen
early.
Alright.
So when I was like, maybe in the 4th grade, I was already doing my kits from school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was cutting them in school. From school, go to the barbershop, you swip around, watch my cousins cutting hair and stuff. You know what I mean? And I picked it like that, you know?
Alright, so you said since you was 7.
Yeah, maybe 7.
So you was cutting hair before you actually went to
Yeah, I
school,
didn't even
you
know. Yeah, I used cutting hair. I didn't know I was going to sustain my family with this, man.
Wow.
I tried different
That's
things, and everything. I did construction, just trying to keep my mom and everybody else happy.
Same here.
But now, like, you know what, yo, people will see me. I work at Gap, Whole Foods, and my customer would find me there like, yo, what you doing over there? I'm working, bro.
Wow.
You need to go back to the shop. Everybody tell me that same thing all the time, you know?
That's real.
Okay, so here's what I want to know, right? Because this happens in every shop, right?
Yeah.
You get that one dude who usually he got the chair closest to the door, you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
He's probably the new guy or something like that.
Most of the time.
Yeah, and while everybody else got a clientele in the chair, he's the only one sitting in his own chair, right? So is that like initiation? Like how do you? I know we all start from there, but how do you get from being that guy to actually building clientele and getting where you need to be?
Sometimes it don't matter what chair you in. You know, like you said, the way it's supposed to go is the new guy should be in the first chair because he's trying to build that clientele.
Right.
But sometimes a dude that's that's been in the game for a while, he like that first chair because he earned that. That's his right.
Yeah.
So he deserves to be, the point man. And then whoever the new guy is, he just he get whatever chair's available. Might be in the back of the shop. And man, he just gotta grind, man, holler at them them customers when they come through.
Yourself, right?
As a new cat?
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely gotta be humble, man, because you're gonna be watching other guys eating. And you're gonna feel that. You know what I mean? So you just gotta, man, stay true to the game and hang in there no matter what until you get a client. And you better be making them cuts crispy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's how the new cat come up. He just got to be dedicated, man.
Alright, so Saeed, same question to you, right? The newbies or whatever, but you always got that guy like that sit closest to the door. You know what I'm saying? While everybody got their clients in the chair, he's sitting in his own chair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm assuming that every barber goes through it, right? You probably been there before, right? You build yourself up from being that guy to actually having people coming in, going towards you. Cause I seen you work. I've been in your barbershop and you got steady clientele rolling up. So how do you get from point A to point B?
You stay humble. It's hard for first. You know what I mean? People, you want to give them your best. You there to make them look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't hate them. I mean, that's
kind of humble yourself.
Humble yourself.
Yeah.
Prove them. And I mean, you gotta listen to them. It's all about the client. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen to them. You gotta forget about yourself. You're there for a reason. Sometimes this is the hardest time though. Because you need that money. Everybody else eating, you know what I mean? Like, damn. But you appreciate it when they give you the chance, so you're looking for that chance, you know what I mean? So every time, so it's your first time, they sit in that chair, you give your best. Make sure they come back, it's not even the money.
Yeah.
Because you cut them $10, the next week it's another $10. You know what I mean? Not even, you don't have to be like $20, $25. You know what I mean? It's just give them the best so they could keep coming back. You know?
That makes sense. So yeah, we about to get into the lineup right now, man. Some ill shit happened online today, which I can't ignore. You know what I'm saying? I can't ignore it because this the time of social media. So it's like social media is the new CNN, Facebook's the new CNN. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I'm chilling. Everybody's putting up stuff about fire this, fire that, whatever. When I finally get the news of what's going on, basically, there's a, I can't even explain it because I don't know what's going on, but long story short, somebody chose to go the social media route to expose them to an STD. You know, so that kind of opened my eyes because my first reaction was, why the fuck would they go to social media with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would they go to social media with this shit? But when I saw the responses, I'm like, damn, I feel stupid because I see everybody else's response to it on some like, damn, I gotta get checked out, damn, I gotta get condoms and shit. And it made me think too, like, yo, you really gotta be safe out here. It's not the 70s. You can't fucking have fun. You can't be raw dogging, random. You can't be raw dog wifey nowadays. So yeah, it's real out here.
Yeah.
So it's like, my thing is like, what's y'all initial reaction to like people going straight to social media with stuff that drastic, stuff that deep, like stuff that personal?
You definitely want to know your status. I don't blame that person for putting that other person out there as well, because maybe they're on some, well, it happened to me, I don't want it to happen to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, make sure you know who you deal with, you know what I'm saying? Even whether you trust that person or you don't, you always want to make sure that you can trust your partner. And from my experiences, I would want to actually, like, before I even take it to that level, actually get tested together. Like, okay, if we're gonna take this route, let's go get tested together.
I did that, but what I want to get to is like, if there's something really that deep, right? Your first initial reaction is to go to social media about it. I'm having like clouded judgment because it's like, yo, she really opened up. What up?
But this is the day and age that we live in, bro.
Speak on
people, you know what I'm saying? People pull out their phones and start recording.
First,
you know what I'm saying? Before they do anything else, that's everybody's initial reaction. So it's like, for somebody to go to social media, you know, off rip, that's everybody's social reaction. You gotta understand, you know, in that female's perspective, she's hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's life altering news. You know, and people share everything. Kids come out of the womb, the first thing they doing is putting them on social media. Nothing is sacred anymore. You feel what I'm saying? People go out to eat and they sitting on their phones. It's like everybody has to feel as though they need to share with everybody. So it's like, I don't think there's any such thing as really privacy anymore. Like, who really keeps stuff to themselves? Everybody wants to share everything. And that's just the day and age that we live in, and we gotta understand that.
So you think it only gets worse from there? Like,
oh yeah.
Because yo, this is everybody knows. You know what I mean? And it's like, we ain't talking about the people who's on there, but let's say someone like puts their business out there, like they got an STD or whatever, and then they go to the club that same weekend, and then niggas see them in the club, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you just eliminated yourself. Nobody's gonna like try to talk to you in that way.
Man.
But I guess the bigger picture is just putting awareness out there, because you know what? At the end of the day, I saw a lot of people saying they want to go to the hospital, they want to get checked out, which they should already. But like who said, man, social media is king right now, man. Now, like I said earlier, we just shot about 5 episodes. We put out about 2, but every single episode is one person who makes every episode, right? But he doesn't make it to the actual. Like when we edit it and chop it up and put it out there to y'all, he doesn't make it to there. Okay. Talking about my man Trump. Yo, it's not one episode we go without talking about Trump, but he never, his hackers is something serious, because it's always the reason why we can't put him on. But Ben, he's back in the news, of course, for some personal shit, whatever.
Yeah,
but
some rape shit.
Well, so here's the deal. So, alright, I'm glad you even said that word. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at, so basically we're talking about the new scandal, some porno chick, Stormy Daniels, which I heard she was like some racist chick too, but some porno chick, she's come out and said she had a relationship with Donald Trump while his wife was pregnant or something like that. Cool.
Okay. So it wasn't rape shit then?
Yeah, because, I thought it was rape at first.
Adultery shit.
Thank you, that's okay. So my first initial reaction was, alright, this gotta be rape if she's coming out and saying it. But then when I heard her interview, she's like, oh no, it was consensual, it was fully consensual. Oh, okay. So my thing is, why the fuck are you in the news then?
Yeah.
Cause it's money. Come on, bro. Stormy Daniels is not presidential. It's not presidential. It's not presidential.
He ain't the first president to.
I understand that.
And we could go to William Clinton.
I understand that. Try to pile all the dirt, so they making this like, yo, look what he's doing.
Now, see, we gotta realize Stormy Daniels was a hustler.
Yeah, she's a porn star.
So this is another opportunity for her to get that cake.
Okay, I didn't look at it.
I say she had that bag.
Oh, she need that.
Yeah, no, she needs that.
That's what this is all about. This is payday.
Well, hear me out. Now that you said that, let me say this. So, when he was running for president, right, his people went up to her. They basically covered all their tracks. Trump's people went up to her and was like, yo, look, we're going to give you, I think it was like $130,000.
That back.
Yeah, gave her that back. But she signed a contract basically saying, if you was to speak about what happened, every time you say his name, you got to pay us $1 million.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Hush.
Yeah. So my thing is like,
all right, they had the non-disclosure. They paid her the money.
That's what I heard.
He never signed it. That's where all this stems from. Ooh. That's why she could come out and she was like, wait up, nigga, you never signed your own non-disclosure agreement.
Ooh. I know that.
So I know that.
That's why this is coming out. And now they trying to sue her like that. It was like, nigga, you fucked up. So that's where the whole debacle is at right now. Like, how she getting to talk? She getting to talk because he never signed it. So
yeah.
But they're more so leaning on the lawyer more than they trying to lean on Trump.
Yeah. So Shorty got a fight. She's like, nigga, no matter what, that's from y'all end. I don't give a fuck what y'all miscommunicated. That's from y'all end. Cut that chat.
See, my issue with that is I hate providing this type of platform for that. You know what I'm saying? It's because women is lit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they so lit that they don't even need that lane of hustle. We don't want women to take that lane of hustle. So my thing is like, what the fuck does that have to do with the bullshit that's happening in the White House? You can't use that to assassinate his character. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's flawed. Everybody's fucking flawed. You know what I'm saying?
On his team, you mean, or everybody in general's fault?
Every human being walking this earth is flawed. Like I remember I had a conversation with one of my men, and we was talking about presidents, and my opinion was JFK was probably the best president America ever had. Okay. And the only criticism to that was, oh, well, he cheated on his wife. What the fuck does that have to do with the shit he was doing for us? And like Martin Luther King, the marches he's undone and all of that stuff.
He did his thing.
He did his thing.
Yeah.
So we're all flawed. So it's like if you're gonna try to assassinate a man's character, please do some ill shit. Don't come at how niggas get off.
Yeah.
Niggas is nasty.
Don't come from the sexual aspect.
Yeah, that's
right, because we all do our thing.
My thing is that I don't really understand is right. Mm-hmm. How can these men who are so smart and so powerful slip up and become so dumb when they think about what it takes to build $1 billion fortune, to even become a millionaire. That shit's not easy.
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying? But it's like when it comes to women, it's like you come in tracks with everything else. But when it comes to women, it's like you sloppy compared to that. If that's the case, you can deal with a woman who's gonna be okay with, you know what I'm saying? You be like, listen, I need a hall pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grinding, there ain't nothing against you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you know that you have that drive goes with everything that you do. It goes with business, it goes with women, it goes for whatever you do, you're gonna go hard at it.
I just, through listening to my brother here just talk how we sloppy as fuck when it comes to women, I just think we all smashing women throughout our life.
That's
and
all
before,
I'm saying.
And before we become successful, we ain't thinking about we're gonna become successful. We're gonna become successful. It's gonna come back to get us. I think every brother in this room, we smashing chicks.
Yeah.
And it's like there ain't no other way to smash a chick but to smash a chick.
Yeah.
So if later on the chick comes out and wants to scream about it, ain't nothing we can do. Cause we've been smashing chicks since we was teenagers, man. Some of us started at 12 and 13.
That's a fact.
So I don't really know if it's reckless. You know, if it's not covering our tracks. This is just what we do as men.
Well, here's my take on it. Here's my take on it. I think what happens, especially in the situation Coop brought up with rich men getting in itself in the situation, I think what happened, the reason why dudes are so sloppy that is because our egos. Men's egos. So what I mean it by this, a man will think because of who he is and because how he putting it down and stuff like that, he don't expect shorty to even think twice about exposing him, think twice about like being disloyal or anything like that. We think, oh yeah, she would never do that to me and stuff like that. That's why you got people like Kevin Hart who gets fucked up in the game because he thinking I'm funny, I'm rich, ain't no chick trying to play me, but he forgot he's 4'11". You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. So he thinking chicks really like him because he lit, but it's like, yo, at the end of the day, you still 4'11", my nigga, and they're gonna play you because they're not afraid of you. You know what I'm saying? So then he finds himself in a situation where he's getting extorted. She tried to get some bread from him, so he took the real route. Like, nah, I'm not giving you bread, but at the end of the day, it cost him trust with his wife. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this: if you're married and you're gonna do your thing, you gotta spend that bread off top. You gotta spend that bread. No, it's a business transaction. You can't be trusting chicks, though. You can't be thinking chicks is loyal. Everything's a business transaction. Even marriage. Marriage is a business transaction. There's people who's married. Like I know, like my man, one of my closest friends. He been with his girl since we was sophomores in high school, right? He's engaged now. But I always tell him, you've been married for the past 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all live together, y'all do everything together. So that's a marriage. Only thing that y'all gonna do when y'all sign the papers is, this is the business part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, I don't see any
50-50.
I don't
So
see any,
do your part.
yeah, I don't see any benefits.
Like, bro, anybody who like you don't stumble upon $1 million. You feel what I'm saying? Even if you hit the lottery, you have to purchase a ticket.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like you know that you're gonna get there. It's like, to me, it's like, why put in all that work to then have your whole empire, your fortune, your reputation crumbled over something as simple as, you know what I'm saying, as stupid as dealing with a female. You know what I'm saying? We watch Hugh Hefner live his whole life. You know what I'm saying? But with multiple women around him, like it's nothing. If you know that you're not somebody who wants to be monogamous.
Yeah, and then with the Hugh Hefner shit, we know Hugh Hefner's in the streets. It's just that for some reason what Hugh Hefner was doing was legal, but everybody else was doing it.
Yeah.
It's illegal. Hugh Hefner was a pimp, and he was a global pimp. Like, and he's known to be a pimp. But he's the only legal pimp.
It's business. It's that what niggas is trying to do is talk to a bitch and have them do some wild shit. No, my nigga, they signed contracts, so there was consent. So when they're out there butt naked, they ain't coming back with that fucker.
What's the difference between Hugh Hefner and Iceberg Slim? Let me know.
My nigga, the American legal system.
Yeah, so it's down on it.
What fucking system, B? Y'all niggas know. Iceberg Slim is out here doing it the way that we know. I mean, working his, I mean, that
Working
Giffy Jab. That Giffy Jab, do what he do, saving these hoes. I mean, well, excuse me, never mind. They saving these children and putting money in their pocket. I mean, doing the Lord's work.
Wait a minute. Iceberg Slim was a pimp. You know that, right?
Yeah, doing the Lord's work. Lord's work. Okay, brother. Hey, my nigga doing the Lord's work. Hey, nigga, lost souls are lost souls.
Pimpin' is the Lord's work?
Yeah, my nigga, they lost souls. What you want him to do? He gotta be their father too?
Now, sometimes
I never looked at it like that. I never looked at it like that.
Sometimes they break them down though. Like if you read the book Pimp, it's like sometimes they
That's
get
what pimping is though.
yeah, no. Sometimes chicks is made for it, but sometimes you can turn the chick out. You know what I'm saying?
agree,
A square chick.
It's all about the head game, man. The pimp game is a foul game, dog. Cause you gotta be able to infiltrate a chick's mind and actually make her believe that by you selling yourself, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get to the top, girl. You just gotta keep doing what you doing. We gonna get there. And that's what my man can't mean by turn him out. Hey, nah, man, listen, dog. If y'all ever look out for Pimpin' Ken, listen to 48 Laws of Pimp, and you'll get an understanding of the pimp game and how it works.
But all in all, well, I was just gonna say, what Hugh Hefner does, when my wife gives him beef, is he gives them a contract from the jump when they hit 17, 18, whatever that age is. Exactly.
Right. But the magazine was the cover. We don't know what happened behind closed doors.
They all want to be on that front
the
page.
Playboy magazine, the Playboy channel, that's the
Playboy.
Yo, Pimpin' ain't dead, dog. Just moved to the web, dog.
You feel what I'm saying? Use the Lights is the new magazine. So
the internet's new pimp.
and Snapchat has replaced Hugh Hefner. Now you can self-publish. Back in the days, you needed someone who
You needed that outlet.
You needed that outlet. Now it's like your outlet's right there on your phone.
And can we say, were they not females looking to go to those outlets?
I see ass all day on my Instagram page. That's not because I'm looking for ass. I'm talking about I follow regular people who have day jobs, and they'll just no bullshit, and they'll just pop out with a thong on, showing all type of ass, whatever. Cool, I have no problem with that. I enjoy it. Cool. No. I'm not dissing that at all. My only thing is, if you was to mention to that chick, hey, why don't you just go in the strip club and show that ass? You know what I'm saying?
It's a problem.
It's a problem. You'll show it to the world, but you can't show it to 200
That's the
niggas.
strangest thing.
I don't get it.
We need a female to explain that to us.
Yeah.
Why is you willing to give it? Why is you willing to give this box up
To the whole world.
so often in the privacy of your room? You know what I'm saying? Understandable, but there's a big difference from you, and everybody's finding out you doing this. You know, anyway, but you won't go, man, and be a businesswoman about it.
Yeah,
I mean that's the strangest phenomenon.
Business right now,
but not all. But some women, we can't deny that some women do take it to the business level. So they are women.
And I respect that.
But I like that. I like that woman that's about a grind, man. They see, man, the sexual image is a valuable thing, man. It can be sold, not just given away too, because. Giving it away is selling it. You're giving it away either way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's you can still do it with dignity and get paid. I say, because look at Stefan Corinne, Superhead. She made a business out of her shit. Yeah. She pretty much, she's pretty much her own brand. You dig what I'm saying?
And there's
so many more chicks is being their own brand now. Cardi B. You know what I mean? She went from the stripper pole to the, getting paper now, man. So you know what I mean? That female sexual, femininity and that sexual thing of female possessions, that's a valuable thing, man. It can be like
they can be profitable.
They can campaign that, man. They can turn that into a business. Yeah. And in today's world, it ain't so negative no more.
It's not. It's not. So we're gonna get into the next thing on the lineup, right? It's March Madness. You know what I mean? Y'all been watching. Y'all been keeping up with March Madness, NCAA, and all that. Okay. All right. Well, I bring up NCAA because of this. They got competition now. You know what I mean? So LeVar Ball. Coming out with the JBA, the Junior Basketball Association, I think it's called, something like that.
Oh, is he moving with that?
Oh, he's definitely moving with that. Wow. They already starting to recruit, and they got Earl Watson, I think. They got Lonzo Ball. They got another former NBA player going out scouting. And whoever they recruit, they're gonna send them to like an international basketball tournament. Crazy. Then they're gonna have training camp where they're paying for everybody's food, they hotels and everything like that. So they lit.
Crazy.
Now, I think I forget how much they paying, but it's basically a competition in the NCAA. which I think is similar to, I don't want to say slavery, I hate throwing slavery out there, but it's not fair. We're going to put that out there. In my opinion, I don't think
they're not getting paid.
Yeah, what's your opinion on that before we go any further? How you feel about the NCAA?
I'm feeling like the NCAA, right?
Yeah, like is it slavery? Like
I think so. D1 because the institutions is making billions off of that. You gotta hit them with some cheese, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I know other sports at the same colleges, universities gonna say, well, we want to get paid too, soccer, but so make a scale. It depends on how well your sport is doing, but they gotta get compensated, man. You just can't have these even Calipari said one day, I heard him speaking, he said, I'm making millions of dollars. He said, but if I buy this kid a cheeseburger, somebody's going to jail.
That's crazy,
That's
right?
not cool.
That's tainted like a motherfucker.
That's tainted, man. They got these cats should get some compensations for that, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeding off of them. Everybody's eating off of them,
So
man.
you don't
The
think
broadcast.
education's enough? You don't think?
Hell no! Man, the money, the billions of dollars they're getting off of that, they pay that little scholarship for them dudes that they get them dudes a million times over, yo.
Let's say you have a star player on the team or whatever. Their jersey number is their brand. That jersey number is going to get sold or whatever the case may be, and they're going to make money off of that player. And like you said, they're going to get compensated. The university gets compensated off that player just by throwing that number on their back. Like,
So you saying they should get paid?
they definitely should be getting paid. Yes, I'm definitely agree they should get paid. Because look at Jameis Winston. He took some lobsters from God knows what, and what happened to him? They almost tried to crucify the man.
People forgot Cam Newton stole a computer, stole a laptop. You know what I'm saying? They had to switch schools because of that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
He actually had to go down to like D2 or something like that, and then had to go back up into the ranks to get his notoriety.
And so he stole the computer just because he's starving, right?
Basically.
I mean, no, we ain't starving like in a third world country,
Yeah,
but over here kind of starving.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you struggling to get through college.
That's basically
to the point.
the situation.
See, so that proves the point. You resorting to the point you got to steal. That's showing you, man, that where your finances is at.
Okay.
And we could even go back as far as LeBron James. Remember when he got the Hummer out of nowhere?
Yeah.
One
High
dude.
school shit.
And that was like the gray area because it was on some more like he's in high school. He's not really in college. And we know he's to the league.
Yo, hold up. Cool, man. Let me see what he did to you, family. Gotta show that off, man. Yeah. So Saeed, man, what shop you working at right now?
I'm in Elliott Barbershop.
Elliott Barbershop.
Yeah, right. 189 Bowden Street.
189 Bowden Street. Come see him for that cut, man. You know what I'm saying? So Dre, where you at now?
Well, I just got a lot of private clients that I do right now, man. I pop in and out of the shop, but I got a lot of private clients. I go do home cuts and all stuff like that. You know what I mean? I got an exclusive clientele, pretty much.
Okay.
That's how I'm getting down. But I'm a master. I'm a master barber though, for real.
Yeah. But so back to the topic, right? So LeVar Ball got his joint going on. You know what I'm saying? And this is really, I see it like actually competing. No XFL shit. I actually see this working because like people actually need that avenue. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's going to like Brandon Jennings, for example. When he graduated high school, he instead of going to college, he went overseas. Went overseas, played, got paid until he was eligible to play in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So my question to y'all is, you're a 17, 18-year-old kid, you know what I'm saying? You got the top schools offering you full-time scholarship on an athletic scholarship. And then you got LeVar Ball offering you, I don't know what it is, but let's say he's offering you 32 grand for the year, cash or whatever. What are you choosing? Are you going the education route? Because remember, LeVar Ball can give you the money, but he can't give you the education.
Anytime.
College, NCAA is going to give you the education and a great platform to make it to the league. So
you kind of took the words right out of my mouth, man. Free scholarship, education. If ball don't work out, I get a degree in whatever I want to major in. LeVar, let's say, as for an example, he's offering you $32K a year. It'd be up to you as a businessman to take that upon yourself on how you're gonna move. But when you come and really think about it, I'm making $32K a year right now.
Well, we talking about 17-year-olds.
17-year-old. All right, cool. 17-year-olds, they average about anywhere between 15
to
$20K a year. Oh shit, what's up, boy? But at the end of the day, I don't feel like the JBA will actually get you to the point where you can actually excel your life. Like, okay, it's a ball league, you're getting paid, but is it something that you're gonna actually be really to take care of your family with?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you go the college route, yeah, you're not getting paid at college, but you're setting yourself up to come out of there with a degree.
Yo, Mo, we talking about LeVar Ball and how he created his own XFL. He's competing with the NCAA, with the JBA, which is... My question to you is, you're a 17-year-old kid, you're getting offers from all big colleges in America. They trying to offer you, full-time athletic scholarship.
Right.
But you got LeVar Ball on the other hand offering you, let's say, $32,000 to play every year. You know what I'm saying? And either way, you can go to the league from either avenue. Which one you choosing?
Gotta stick to school.
Stick to school?
Most importantly.
Why?
Because if your NBA career doesn't fall through, you have something else to follow as far as business-wise and investments.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Depending on what your degree is and what your major is, if that basketball career doesn't pan out for you, you still have an education and a degree that puts you in a business perspective where you can invest in your time within your... Let's say LeVar Ball does give somebody like me a contract, depending on what the contract is for. Within that time, depending on what I invest that money in, that's up to me at that point and what my career looks like after basketball. Depending on if I want to take basketball as a full employment job, or whether I want to look at it as I made it to the league, I made the childhood dream of doing what I want to do and going to the league. But after that, everybody don't want to be a Charles Barkley.
Yeah, and everybody ain't gonna make it to the league.
Which is true.
Yeah.
So it's like a 50-50. Like Sebastian, like I applaud him to the fullest degree. Not only because he accomplished national championships, he finished school and he got his degree. Now let's say despite his injuries and whatever else happens to him, he still has a degree to fall on, whether basketball isn't everything for him.
17-year-old Coop. What's 17-year-old Coop doing? Fresh out of high
bag.
school. I'm to the bag. You know explain that. That's why I like 17.
The day and age that we live in now, you got a lot of people coming out of school with master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and working at Starbucks. Not even working in the field that's nowhere close to what they went to school for. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got a shitload of debt. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you might get that scholarship, but most of the time, let's keep it a buck. These dudes are there to play ball. So it's ball first, school second. A lot of the times, they're not even doing their work.
That's a fact.
They got somebody else, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, here, hand this paper in. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, you put up 20 in that next game. So it's like, you got to think about the situation that a lot of these kids are in, like you said. They're coming from, a lot of times, impoverished communities, impoverished, you know what I'm saying, families. It's like, yo, like, you got to take care of Mom Dukes, little bro, yourself, you know what I'm saying, whoever it is, you got to, everybody's looking at you to feed your family. So it's like, if you can get a couple of dollars for this year to hold yourself over, ball on these dudes, and then go to the league and get that big check, it's like, yo, I'm going to do that. Because that's just a stepping stone. You look at a kid like Zion Williamson, you know what I'm saying, who's going to Duke next year. Everybody know he's to the league. If they didn't have this whole have to do 1 year in the NCAA thing, he's straight out of high school.
Well, now he got JBA.
You feel what I'm saying? Now he got JBA. So it's like, all right, I'm going to go to the JBA. I'm going to dunk on these kids, put up 30 and 15 every game and go crazy. And then I'm going to go #1 in the draft the next year. And I'm going to collect 70, 80 bands on the way. And I'm going to build my brand in the process. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's like,
is that JBA? Is that a track to the NBA too?
Yeah, that's definitely, so yeah, it's basically
that's
in
track
competition with the
After
NCAA.
that, like, what is it? If I'm not mistaken, the NCAA or the NBA, they're about to do like this development league.
they got the G League.
Yeah.
And is that in a sense of what you guys are talking about?
Man, so to get to the league, you got to be what, like 18 or 19 or something?
Right.
Because they're about to do like, it's going to be like growth advisor.
Yeah, but the
basically.
thing is, so David Stern, before he left, he put an age limit on getting to the league because he didn't want no more Kevin Garnett's, LeBron James, and stuff like that. Yeah, Kobe's and stuff. So
Because at the end of the day, it's really not, it's not a concrete future. we've seen like phenoms in college basketball, like go to the Final Four, go to the bucket, and get in the league.
Not a concrete future.
And in a sense, when you look at Baz, with even him just starting to blossom, when you look at the what is it, the minimum veterans contract, he's been in the league for some time now.
For a minute.
His bag is going to be secured. Yeah. We can't compare him to everybody. We've known people to come out college and high school and just do nothing. And then what are you going to do with yourself?
To me, at the end of the day, it's not just necessarily about the money. It's about teaching these kids these financial skills, because you go from 17, 18 years old, a lot of the times you're poor, to now you're worth millions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff changes you. You know, a lot of these players are going broke within 3 to 5 years. It's like how you blow it. To us, it's like how does Antoine Walker blow through 100 M's? How you blow through 100 M's and now you're talking about you broke?
If you don't develop your mind, you just be reckless. It's hard for us to understand that recklessness, but a unseasoned mind or a virgin mind, you know, in a childlike mind with millions, that's a destructive path.
Right. But my thing is right, for a league like the JBA, I think that's where they can have a competitive advantage, where it's like, yo, we're gonna really prepare you for the next level. We're gonna prepare you for life, because like the school system and what they're teaching is old school. They're not saying to somebody like Marvin Bagley or one of these dudes who they know is about to go to the league, yo, listen, this is how you're gonna need to move. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they can have a level up on the NCAA where they can really teach these kids how to be businessmen and how to really conduct themselves. It's like, yo, regardless of whatever happens out here,
if that's what the GBA is about, then I'm off for it. But if they just cutting you a check, bro, and they only offer you 32K, come on, bro. 32K ain't shit, bro.
It's not,
bro. So let me put it like this. If you're a top dog, right? Top dog recruit, and you decide to go to the GBA, you know what I'm saying? And you got all these people that's part of your family that's looking out for you to take care of you. Is 32K enough?
It's not enough.
It's not enough. I'd rather go get my education and get my exposure on the television and ball the fuck up and build my brand while I'm in college, get my education, so just in case if the NBA does not work out.
They found Antetokounmpo over in Greece, my nigga, on an old ass video. Like, it ain't necessarily about the exposure. It's a different day and age that we live in. We was just talking about
right, but when he came into the league, them first 2 years, he was raw, dog.
I'm head. But what I'm saying is he wasn't at Duke or Kansas or Kentucky. Like, you know what I'm saying? AD or Boogie Cousins or one of them. No. Raw talent. If you're nasty, they're gonna find you.
So, Chap, you're just saying that 32,000 was hypothetical.
That's hypothetical.
So, cause I was just gonna say, doesn't it all depend on, is each player getting 32,000, or do some get a little higher, or do some get a little? You know what I'm saying?
Let's say.
Does everybody just coming out of high school would just be a set amount, just to say?
Let's say hypothetically everybody's getting 32K.
Yeah, of course it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Nah.
I'm going to school.
It's not worth it.
Don't let me be the number 1 high school player making the same thing as the number 15.
Are you kidding me?
But here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna put pressure on the NCAA to start looking at a way to pay these kids. Because the minute that they start losing, number 1, number 2, they start losing some top 10 prospects to this league, they're gonna be like, oh shit, our brand is being hurt, because now, again, you know what I'm saying, hate to bring up the kid Zion Williamson, but it's like, yo, the dude's nasty.
Yeah, I hate to play devil's advocate, but they are being paid. Remember, education ain't free, my brother.
Okay, education ain't free.
That's what 50. See, y'all say that, but that's 50,000 a year.
Educational feed you every night.
It don't, but they do eat. They just don't eat what they want to eat. They ain't eating lobsters and steaks right away. But I'm not knocking it. But nigga, is it not an average of 50,000 a year for a regular student? Person a free scholarship to that school for that education, right? Isn't that why you choose a school?
Sometimes, yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing, but you're saying on top of that, I need to give you another couple racks?
Bro,
is that what y'all saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Bro,
right. I'm not saying that niggas ain't making money. I'm just trying to be clear.
That's like me. Right. That's like you working with me, right? You helping me to make $200 million a year, and I'm just hitting you off with 100,000. You okay with that?
But did you bring anything to the table? You just showed up.
I'm the product. Yeah. I'm like product.
You You're watching me play. Alright,
We're watching you play, but how do we get to watch you? Like my school,
you put me on the platform.
Exactly.
But I don't have to play for you. I can play for anybody I want.
Well, no, but it's still the same story. That's what I'm saying. Y'all trying to break it down on each school level, but is it not? You go to a school, you're being shown on their platform. They have the contract. They got the contract.
Alright, so let's bring it back.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Let's bring it back. 17-year-old cat is highly recruited from every big name college and everything like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, even if it is 32 grand, I'm gonna take that 32 grand, right? But it comes with freedom. It comes with the freedom for me to do the LeVar Ball shit and create my own shoe and sell that shit. It comes with the freedom of this jersey I'm wearing, I'm gonna sell that. You know what I'm saying? So that 32 grand is just for me to play, but I'm making other revenue, and I'm creating my own brand, and I'm gonna go to the league and get millions off of that. And then when I go to the league and get millions, I can go to college.
You can't do all that in college.
You can't do all that in college.
There's no restrictions on you.
Yeah, they give you this. They give you this imaginary check. What they do is they feed you.
Yeah.
They feed you and they give you a place to live. And after that,
What high school player's brand is that serious that
Zion Williams.
Really?
Zion Williams.
LeBron was.
LeBron was.
LeBron
What did he do? Because LeBron was so big, he was like, I'm going straight to the league, right?
Nike gave him 90 mil before he even played a game.
That's what I'm saying. So he's like, what am I going to college for? So that's what I'm saying. That's one high school player. Out of how many? If he had turned down a scholarship to join that league, right? Now you're back at square one. I'm not knocking the league. I'm just saying it's not going to excel for everybody, and that's what's crazy.
It's not,
so that's what I'm saying. So how many lives will be involved on those who don't make it? Because if you're saying it's a league, yeah, you're gonna have your 1 or 2 plays, but each team should have 12 plays, right? Is that the success rate we're really going for?
That's the success rate of the NCAA.
And the NCAA, anyways.
Yeah.
But y'all even with the education.
Yes, thank you, Smith.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you just said.
Thank you. My point is to say this: that college degree don't mean shit. I don't have a college degree. Everybody I work with does. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about athletes, not regular.
It don't matter. It don't matter. They're even in a better position than the average person. They're even in there because they can create a brand. They can create a brand. I can't leave high school and create a brand just because I know how to talk or just because I know how to dress.
Some people is just I'm saying the percentages. I'm not saying there's not going to be people who do that. I'm just saying what are the real percentages that these kids are coming straight out of high school going to really actually make the league officially, have a brand behind them already.
Off the JBA.
Already. Out the JBA. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying what the real success rate is going to be on.
The Baz don't have a brand.
And he don't. And Boston's behind Baz.
Exactly. And Boston's behind him. And he doesn't have and he don't got a brand. But his NBA money guaranteed, and he got a.
Hey yo, so I was talking to my young boy the other day, and he kind of was telling me a little story about his girlfriend getting a new place and him getting a little extra comfortable. So I wanted to know. I was like, yo, I gotta ask my bros, like, yo, does in-house pussy change you? Wifey, because I call it in-house because you know there's so many situations. I ain't trying to break them down.
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna use the term in-house. So bang. So does in-house pussy change you?
Yo, okay, I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
Did I not disappear on y'all for a good year and a half or two?
Yeah.
Did I not shut down my social media for a year and a half or two? I'll put myself out there. It definitely changed.
Cause he told me he started getting comfy. I was like, oh wait, you forgetting about the grind, nigga? I'm like, yo,
in-house definitely changes you, brother.
Bro, it don't
especially
even have
if
to
it's
be
good.
in-house. Pussy change you, period.
Speak on it.
Like, your grind don't be the same. You supposed to be grinding, but you out on dates. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trapping how you normally trap. Well, you trap just enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it don't be the same. It don't be the same until you be like, alright, you get tired of this shit. Then you're like, alright, let me get back to my shit. But there definitely be a little period where niggas talk MOB, money over bitches. That's bullshit.
Nah, but cool.
That's bullshit. I don't care.
Come on, dog. You know, you still gotta get to the bag because at the end of the day, if you ain't to the bag, she ain't gonna stick around, dog. And I know you said just enough, but come on, bro. Really?
Yeah, bro, but you know you ain't trapping how you normally be trapping. All them times when you out at Cheesecake and you going out to Kings and you doing all this lovey-dovey shit, nigga, that's time you taking away from your grind.
I'm gonna have to definitely agree with you on that one. You know what I mean? It definitely changed you in that aspect. Where it's like once you have that in-house, if it's bomb, you definitely gonna miss out on some on the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're gonna miss a few workouts. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I don't want us to go past. Snitch said his man's homegirl just bought a crib. You know, she just moved in, and he's already comfortable. My question is, what's the period for you to be comfortable with? Alright, before I even get into that, I'm not a fan of, you know what I mean, the whole whatever. But what's the?
You're not a fan of shacking up?
My thing is, until I'm married, I don't mind living with a chick, whatever. But I gotta have a place for when she gets mad.
Yeah, and that's gonna happen.
Yeah, when she gets mad, I gotta have my own whatever.
Yeah.
But my question to y'all is, what's the period? What's the time period before you become comfortable? Because I'm not with the whole she just moved in, I'm there every day type shit. That's kind of like an unwelcome
But Cap, that
roommate.
also depends on how long you've been dealing with her prior to her moving in. If this is a new chick and then y'all just started messing around and she just moved and you over there thinking that this is partly my spot, nah. If this is a chick that you've been rocking with for years, y'all done been through some shit, whatever the case may be. Yeah, absolutely. You should never get comfortable, because at the end of the day, that's not your spot. Or at least be in a position where it's just like, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? If this shit go left, I can go fucking lease an apartment today. Like, all these luxury buildings is moving today. It's not a problem. You know your bread's right. You know your credit's right. You ain't worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, nigga, I'm just staying
You
here.
can only be comfortable. You can only be as comfortable as far as the circumstances allow you.
Alright, so question, and none of y'all probably gonna want to answer it, but keep it trail. Let's all be gangsters about it. You know what I mean? Does in-house pussy expire?
No, never.
No.
Even when it's pregnant. Don't.
No, I mean when it's pregnant. What I mean by expire,
Do you get tired of it? Break that
do you
down.
get tired of it?
Hell yeah, you
Do you
get
get
tired
tired
of
of it?
I didn't get tired of my I didn't get tired of my BM. We was together for 4 years. I was loving that still after 4 years. I don't know. That's
conviction.
And then I had another relationship. I'm kind of like an older G.
Hey, she watching right now. That's why.
She might be happy to hear this. I never spoke this out. And then I was with one for like 7 years. I didn't get tired of it, yo. I think I'm built. I'm a one-woman man. I'm built like that.
It's a connection.
Holla at me.
What people don't know is when you have sex with somebody, you're sharing energy with that person.
Right,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
real, man.
So it's like that's why we kind of, when you're dealing with somebody, you start to act like that person. You start to share their attitude. If they're a moody person, you become a moody person.
So you
If
a
they're
loyal
happy
type
person-
too, then?
Bro.
Well, my thing is, I
Say it, Cap.
age. No.
Hey.
Hypothetically speaking, my thing is like, at my age, I start to realize, like, with all the situationships I've been through, all the relationships I've been through, I realize that the difference is connections. You have certain connections with certain people. So you could be dealing with, hypothetically, because, you know, I don't, you know what I mean? But you could be dealing with like 10 people at the same time, but have a different connection with one or two.
That's right.
And the sex is different when you have a connection with somebody. You're not going to bust down any random the way you know what I mean? With someone you got a connection with. The one you got a connection with. Your man could be dirty in the street. They go, oh, he got a weekday, whatever. And the one with the connection, like, huh?
I love that nigga.
I don't know him. I don't know the guy you're talking about. My back is broken every single time.
Or the other way around, dudes talk trash about this female. She got a rep, but you feeling her.
Yeah.
Because you got that connect.
See, that's the type that would mess me up. If she got a rep, that's like we said earlier. That's the type that I don't know if I'm secure enough to deal with a girl with serious rep. No, I rock with her.
I think you sometimes outgrow people. Like, I've been in situations where it's like, if we not on the same wavelength, if I'm going after certain things and you're not really grinding the way that I'm grinding, that shit causes a disconnect because it's like I can't really relate to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down, I'm setting goals, I'm working, or I'm hitting the gym. You ain't hitting the gym. I'm gonna start looking at you like
it's like yo,
I wanna have sex with you.
And
like,
you see that shit
you know what I'm
too,
saying?
though.
Like that shit happens.
That shit does happen.
So let me bring this up real fast. So bang, have you ever been in a situation where it was hard to let go, where it was just like, damn, I fucks with you, but
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the sex. That's the what?
yo, well, you literally just ain't going to the sex.
My thing is, I don't want to trust you going back to the streets. I don't want to release you to the streets yet. That's the only reason why. I don't want to release you to the streets yet. Like, let me make sure I'm fully over you before I release you to the streets. Because I know what the streets is going to come up for. Am I really going to take this and release it to the streets? Or should I wear this shit a couple more times?
So you put up with some stuff. Cause you ain't trying to, so you ain't trying to get that thing,
Say it. Bullshit to an extent, cause I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, to an extent.
You know, we never gonna name names on this shit. But it's like I had a freak, but the bitch was crazy. I don't call her bitch. I got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? The female was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
really
link.
on
That's
some
link, though. That's link.
really on some cook shit. But it's like, bro, she was a freak. The walk, crazy, everything, cook, everything. And I'm like, yo, I cannot put up with your craziness. So it comes a point where it's just like, alright. Am I gonna deal with this bullshit just because of sex, or I gotta cut this off?
Yo, I had one of those where that walk was so ill, man. I stayed with it so long. But until when I got to that point when I was almost insane, there's gonna come a day where the insanity's gonna outweigh the walk. But it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. But that walk will hold you and make you go through some insanity for a while.
Yo, listen, we didn't expose ourselves. We didn't expose other people. Yo, pause. You know what I'm saying? But yo, all in all, it's been a fun night. I had fun. Shout out to everybody that came through, the Barbers, Dre, Saeed. You know what I'm saying? The representatives is Elliot Barbershop over there in the cut. That's
they still waiting on their line. We all waiting.
You know the regulars, my man S. Dot, Mook in the building. That's cool. Everybody in the building. Until next time, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all follow us on IG at the Barbershop Talk _. It's easy.